The other thing is, one of the things that was important to us in this particular execution was making sure that we had full share of voice surrounding the game. Theoretically, they could have offset the cost of that integration with advertising, and that might have been a more preferential partnership for the game developer because he could have monetized that a lot better, but then we wouldn't have the ability to put in the date of the DVD release, which was really important to our success metrics. So there's a little bit of give and take, and you want to figure out what kind of product integration works best for you. But there are different ways that you can work with people and try to find ways to make it a little bit closer to free than certainly like a media buy.
I think one of the things I add, and Chris could probably add some color to this, is one of the challenges that we've found in discussing with marketers is, in the social marketing world, the idea of your creative and your labor should be a certain percentage of the amount of media that you spend really gets thrown out the window. And so much of what you do is a labor-based model, whether it's building the assets or it is doing outreach or it is coming up with partnerships, that it really requires sort of the zero-based approach to say, I'm going to start with what my marketing objective is, and this is how much money I have to spend on that. What is the best idea that we can put together that has sufficient promotion, that has a greatest chance for success? And we have marketers who intuitively get it and they're aggressive about that, and we have other ones that struggle in kind of the old paradigm of, well, I have X amount of media I'm going to spend, and 10 to 15% of that should be based on getting the labor involved with building the assets and promoting it. And that just doesn't, that's not the way to look at it in the digital world, especially on the social media side. It sort of leads you towards the bland banner buys that still haunt the industry a bit.
I mean, it's taking a risk. I mean, you know, when you're taking a straight media buy, you can obviously, you're accountable for every dollar, for every impression. But suddenly when you're putting something that you're hoping is going to go viral, you're taking a risk that it will. So you can't really put the money against a media because no agency is going to say, I guarantee you're going to get 3 million impressions or you're going to get this effective CPM, because they can't guarantee that, and they'd be having to actually give you back money. But the one thing that I think you can look at is, obviously, when you create a game like this, and I didn't work on this game, but when you go to do the banner buy to drive the game, or you know, the Facebook ads or anything like that, you would want to put dual messaging in it, which is what we look at a lot at NBC, is how do we put messaging that drives to download this application, but also makes reference to when our show is on, when this episode premieres, so that we have both messages going on, so that we still have that tune-in awareness, but then if someone wants to engage deeper into the brand, they can.